Okay, and hello to everyone. So this one video is actually my idea.
Okay.
Because I had a question for
I see.
David. We recently watched a movie. It was a post-apocalyptic movie
The
from...
best post-apocalyptic film you never heard of, and we should do a review on it so that people can see it and check it out.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So we saw it, and we'll leave the name because I cannot remember the title. I think it's Panic in Year Zero. I think that's the name, but we're going to check in. And even if that's right, we'll still put it at the bottom of the screen.
Yes.
But it's a very good movie. Came out in like 1962, I believe. But anyway, the premise of the movie is, and it's going to tie into my question. The premise of the movie is that you have this family, they live in LA, and they were going to their cabin for the weekend. And they were driving to the cabin. They got their camper and all of that. And they're driving, and a nuclear bomb falls while they're leaving, and it hits LA. And mom is like, we need to go back. We got to go back to my mother and make sure she's okay. The family turns around. And they're like, well, what happened? They're trying to figure out what's going on the radio. But anyway, we're going to fast forward.
Yes.
They finally decide, okay, they figure out they can't get to LA. So let's just go to the cabin and hold up there for a while until things calm down. So along the way, they stop. And these three guys attack them. Dad tells brother, go into the camper, here's the gun.
If it gets
ugly and I give you the signal, you shoot. Brother is on it. Brother got the gun out the window. They're starting to attack Dad. Dad gives the signal, and the brother shoots and hit one of the guys in the shoulder. Dad gets the gun back. He's ready to kill him. Mom stops him.
Yeah.
Dad asks brother, why did you miss? Because Dad knew brother can shoot. And brother's like, she pushed my arm and I missed, Mom. And Dad is asking Mom, why did you do that? Why did you get involved? And she was like, you got my son wanting to kill somebody. And Dad is like, that guy was about to kill me. It's you and daughter and brother in the camper. They were going to come in that camper and probably kill you or rape you, or both. And she just looks like stunned. So they continue going. They get to the cabin. They set up and everything.
Yeah.
Sister is fishing, not paying attention. Mom is fishing in a totally different location. Or washing clothes. Mom is washing clothes, not paying attention. The same two guys that attacked them, it was three guys, but two of them came and raped sister. And Mom told them and Mom shot at them, she missed. Mom told Dad it was the two guys, well, the guys that attacked us earlier.
Yes.
Dad and brother goes out, finds them. Goes into the house. Dad shoots the two guys. But he's upset. Dad is upset because the guys are unarmed. But he kills them both. So he's telling Mom, I really feel bad because I killed those two guys and they're unarmed. So my question is to David and to everybody watching, if you have an opinion, put it in the comment section.
Yes.
During the post-apocalyptic now.
Not next week.
Not tomorrow.
Yeah. Not but
the bombs have
laws out the window.
Yeah.
There are no police.
Yeah. The bombs have fallen. Everybody is for themselves. My four and no more. You come up on that situation. There's some men or a group, and they attack your family. You track them down, and when you track them down, they're unarmed. Do you kill them?
Or do you give them a stern warning?
Or they attack you, they attack you, or you find them in your place and they're pillaging, or they just attack without any weapons, like they're hitting you with their hands, or they throwing themselves on your women, but they're unarmed. They have no weapons, no knives. You know, they might pick up a stick or a brick.
Okay.
Do you kill them, or do you wound, or do you just chase them off? What's your thoughts?
I think that they should be, as Bret Hart would put it, excellently executed. I don't think in that type of an environment you can afford to let something like that go. Even at the first point, that was really the main mistake that was made in this film. Letting the mother back him off when they initially ambushed the family. She got him to back off. He should have finished it there, because you could already see what kind of people these guys were. They got away with it. They're gonna do it again somewhere else,
and they did,
which you saw, and more, and even more. But we don't want to give away too much. And again, we might talk about this in another video, because it's actually really pretty decent post-apocalyptic film, prepper-style film. But they went on to continue to cause problems, and that's why when it came down to it, even though he caught them unarmed, he was just like, nah, and shot him. Even the one and they weren't that old. I mean, we were talking like 18 to 25-ish.
Yeah, they were teenagers.
And and the one guy is like, you know, looking all terrified, and he just pumped him. And it's like, but in that type of an environment where there is no law to turn to or whatever, you have to be the law, and there is no slap on the wrist. There's a reason why there's nothing in the Bible about putting people in jail, because they didn't have any.
That wasn't God's intent. He wanted
what are you going to do with them? You're taking somebody, the idea, like she was trying to say, and I know I ran you over a little bit, that was never intended, biblically speaking. Not only because there was nowhere to put them, but because you're taking someone who it was a public menace and now making them a public burden because you've got to take care of them. No. If they're that much of a menace, you're going to have to dispose of them, because they will come back, even for revenge. And human beings are great for that. You come home and you find somebody ransacking your cabin, stealing your supplies, and you're like, you need to leave. You'll see him again. He's going to be like, how dare you stop me from stealing your shit? I'll fix you. And then he's going to be back with a Molotov cocktail in 2 weeks. And again, it's a split second decision. It's an in the moment decision where you have to sit there and look at it and evaluate it, because there might be extenuating circumstances where you could sit there and say, okay, you know what? Maybe it wouldn't benefit anything to dispose of this person. However, you have to weigh it, and again, it's an in the moment thing. You have to weigh it. How much of a threat will this person be? Are they going to come back? How much damage have they done, or are they capable of? How much harm can they do? Are they a potential threat to me or the other people that I'm trying to take care of? And make a decision, and actually be able to make that decision and carry it out without any regrets. It's not easy, and this is why we talk about this kind of stuff now. Yeah.
And in the movie, again, these guys were a menace, and by the time Dad shot them, he already knew all the things that they've done.
Because there was more, yeah.
Yeah, and we're not trying to spoil it in case you want to watch it, but he didn't even hesitate to think about it.
Yeah.
And
I came here for a purpose, and we're going to get this finished.
But that's something that you need to think about, because when that stuff happened, and I say when because I really believe it will happen, and that situation comes up, what are you going to do? And you need to think about things that might come up, situations that might come up. How am I going to react? And we even watched another movie I think it was American Blackout, and they had the little boyfriend, and sister wanted to bring the boyfriend,
That's
and
right.
dad is like, no, we didn't plan for him.
And the sister and the wife nagged him into it,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah, and boyfriend wanted to give away food, and dad is like, no, we ain't giving away our food. They're gonna come back
And he
with their friends.
He snuck and did it in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
To some people, and they came back in force for more because
Yeah.
now they knew.
Yeah, yeah.
He got them in a lot of trouble.
And then they also covered that in European Blackout, where guy had a generator, and his neighbors came and took his generator.
He wasn't even using it, but the kid, his kid wouldn't shut up about it.
Yeah, the kid kept going because dad knew, okay, no, we're not going to use this generator. It's going to make noise. It's going to bring people. But the kid couldn't keep his mouth shut.
Yeah.
And they came and took it by force. So, I mean, things happen, and you have to think about what could possibly happen. And when you watch these movies, some of them are far-fetched.
Yeah.
Some of them are realistic. Like the one we were talking about now. I
Probably
think
one of the most realistic ones
it
we've
was
seen.
very realistic
Yeah.
because these people were caught totally off guard, and you can tell they weren't preppers, but dad knew how to survive. Him and his son were hunters.
Dad flipped a switch.
Yeah,
basically.
Dad slipped in a straight survival mode, and the wife didn't know who he was, and the son was like, "Oh man, Dad, this is
Dad's
cool."
tough.
Yeah, and
Wow.
son was like, "Yeah, you know, I love Dad. I got respect for him, but now I'm seeing Dad on a whole new level."
Sure.
And you know, but he was ready, and he knew what to do, and he knew how to act in the moment. When everything was calm, cool, and collective, oh, he was like Dad, the businessman, and he doesn't do anything, kind of boring. But when stuff started jumping up, Dad went into a whole new mode. He was a totally different person. But yeah, again, think of situations, watch these movies and pick it apart and say, okay, if that situation come up, how am I and my family gonna react? What should we do?
How far are you willing to take it?
Yeah, to protect you and your
Realistically,
family.
yeah.
Yeah. So,
It's
but
a
yeah,
lot to think about.
Mhm.
But that's the whole point. You think about it now. Because trial by fire is not easy.
no,
It really isn't. Even when you think you're ready for it, you may not be. Thoughts? Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments section down below. Please do give the video a thumbs up. Rumor has it that it helps the channel. I think that's a lie, but I appreciate it. Subscribe if you're new. Check out some of the other videos if you're new. If you are new to the channel and you're wondering what's the deal with the random cat images, they are strays that my wife and I take care of, and images of them in the video actually help with the loading algorithm, believe it or not. If you would like to help the channel out, or the stray cats for that matter, there are links for that down below. Every little bit helps, and we sure do appreciate it. And if that's it, then what more can we say but stay frosty, folks, and thanks for watching.